Help support our coverage with PureVPN, the fast, secure way to protect your connection at home or on the go. Get exclusive savings now at techpodcast.com/PureVPN.
I have Kevin Wu with me, and he is from Fitasy, is it called?
Yes.
And I just talked to him briefly during the commercial, and he has a really cool, I'm going to put this mic just a little bit closer.
Okay.
There you go. Wait till you hear this. Go ahead, Kev. It's all yours.
Yeah, so we are Fitasy, and we make custom-fitted 3D printed shoes. And our philosophy is actually quite simple.
Kevin, you'll be on this camera here.
Yeah.
Where the red light is, we're on. Okay.
Is that we see from the evolution of technology, everything is becoming personalized. So from what we read, what we see, and the service we get is pretty much tailored to us. But I think one fundamental, really important thing for our daily lives is shoes, because it's a foundation of our movements. And the way we make shoes has been the same since about the early 1900s, and we think it's time to change that.
I think so too.
Yeah, so in our envisioned future, I think shoes should be made for people's foot, and so one shoe for one foot, and they should help people move better.
Okay, so you're going to make customized shoes.
Yes.
Okay. Are these available now?
Yes, we just released the custom version on our website, and we've invited some VIPs and early beta testers from CES to be the first group of customers.
Now, they're available on the market now. How would I go about buying them? How do I get fitted? How do I know what fits me opposed to what fits you?
Exactly. I think this is a question that's we want to address, because in order for this technology, this solution to be available for everyone, we must be able to gather accurate data. And previously, that will only be done through a stationary scanner. But for us, we develop our own algorithm to allow people to use their phone as a scanner. And our scanning accuracy is about 2 to 4. I
can use my smartphone as the scanner?
Yes, currently only iPhones.
That's pretty cool. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Now, how accurate is it?
Yeah, it's about 2 to 4 millimeters. And for context, 5 millimeters is usually a half size. And human foot, actually, the size fluctuates about either half a size to a full size throughout the day.
Now, is that going to measure, like I have flat feet?
Yeah.
Is that going to put an arch in the shoe? Or how is that going to, what would be customizable in my shoe?
Yeah, so we're rolling.
And how would I know what I need?
Yeah, so here's the thing. We're engineers, so our specialty is actually analyzing your foot profile, so we can say, this is what your foot like, this is the pressure point we've identified, and here's the support we're going to add on.
How does it identify that pressure point?
Generally, given the contour of the foot, we can identify which part typically in the human movement, for example, like your the forefoot typically and the heel are the most common pressure point, and we want to talk about the side because some people tilt one way over the other. And from the mobile scan is that we ask people to give us one of the bottom scan, and we ask them to stand up and then provide the side scan. So this way we kind of understand what their foot is like, both with weights and without weights. And this gave us a decent understanding, but I do understand because this is going to roll out in phases. So in the phase 1, it's only based on the contour, so it's going to be, and then in phase 2, which we're going to roll out in about June, is that we're going to start identifying the arches and then start adding customized support. Because at the moment we have to identify the arches manually, and it's very time consuming, but we're working with podiatrists to have an automated solution. In this way, we can essentially make shoes that's even more comfortable.
All right, bunch of questions for you.
Yeah.
If I were to buy one of these a pair of shoes, and they don't fit, what happens now? There's something's not right.
So the process is that you'd let us know, and we'll ask you to redo a scan, and you get another pair for free. Because we understand in the early days, things can go wrong. A lot of things can go wrong, and I think our purpose is always about making shoes that makes people feel that it's personal to them. So we're going to go through this painful but productive process of.
I like your company already. You're saying all the right stuff. That's great.
Well, yeah, I think this is we see this as a problem that it's clear, but nobody really want to solve it.
It's a tough problem. It's not. There's so many things going on.
Yeah. So originally, our specialty is in computer vision and customization. So we didn't want to go into footwear ourselves. But yeah, we started off working with orthopedic shoemakers. So people with like diabetes and they need orthopedic shoes. But then, like one of the common things we heard was that, well, orthopedic shoes are not very attractive.
That's correct.
I wear them. People know I have problems. I don't feel good.
Yeah.
Why can't I wear, the Nikes, the Hokas? And so we went to a couple shoe brands. Say, well, there are these people. They love your shoes, but then because of fitting, would you like to make custom fitted shoes for them? And none of the footwear brands that we spoke to actually wanted to do it. And the reason being is, as I mentioned, the way we've been making shoes has been about the same for the past over 100 years, which is a mold system.
Yeah.
Essentially, it doesn't allow
one thing has changed.
Yeah, essentially, it doesn't allow any customization.
How much would a pair of shoes cost? Are there different prices, different configurations?
Yeah, so for us, we'll have one model, and we'll have more models coming out, but then it's going to come with standard size and custom fits. So for custom fits, right now we're priced at $210.
That's quite reasonable for a custom pair of shoes.
Yes, traditionally, custom shoes are really expensive because of the manual labors involved. But for us, we see there must be a smarter way that's scalable. So because it's done through an automated process, we're able to bring down the cost.
So essentially, I'm going to take the measurement of my foot.
Yeah.
Those measurements are going to be emailed or transmitted somehow to you, and you're going to take those precise measurements and then you're going to feed them into a computer which is going to tell the machine how to make it.
Essentially, you place an order. We'll send you an invitation link to our app. You download that app, scan your feet. So once we have a 3D model of your foot, we'll feed it into our model, which will analyze your foot profile and make customized adjustment for you. And then we're going to extract the parameters and then feed it into the 3D printer for production.
And I have my choice of styles and colors and stuff like that?
Not right now. And the reason being is that in 3D printing, so many things can be customized. Right. And the fundamental problem we're trying to solve is fit. So once we solve the fitting problems, if you want to, add writings, add different colors, styles, it can be done fairly quickly and easily.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I'd say it's it maybe not sound as sexy as a lot of the other companies out there, but we really do think we're solving a real problem that people are just.
Well, what comes to mind is I do quite a bit of traveling with my wife, and always having problems with their foot. She'll buy a pair of shoes that fit great before we go somewhere, and then when we're there, my feet are killing me, and then we end up spending all our time in shoe stores.
Yeah.
If she had a custom pair of shoes, and a lot of women are like this, that are designed to fit them and fix their deficiencies or whatever it is for support that they need, that'd be a happier world for sure. It's painful to not have the right pair of shoes.
Yeah, actually, even at our booth, we have the standard size for people to try on. Like, people at trade shows love us particularly because they've been standing and walking around all day.
Yeah, for sure.
And then, I just it's such a joy to see people's face when they wear our shoes, because even the standard size version, people love them. And I think the thing is, if we look maybe from a historical perspective,
right.
When we were hunter-gatherers, we used to run for miles, hours every day. And I think today people, so our body can do it. Our body is actually capable of standing, moving for hours. Whereas nowadays people can stand for 30 an hour, walking around, they start to feel tired.
Right.
And I think partly it's due to footwear because...
that's interesting.
Because footwear, they become so rigid, and then our foot actually start to lose the...
elasticity.
Yeah, I mean, elasticity, the strength, balance, a combination of factors. So that's why we think, we should kind of change the process. Like people should be able to, move, stand for longer because our body is capable of doing so.
Fascinating. How long is it going to take to get a pair of shoes if I order one?
Yeah.
About.
Yeah. So here's the process. So it's 1 minute to scan, 5 minutes to do the customization. Printing is about 5 hours. And after we do the post-processing packaging, it's about 5 days. So let's call it a week. And then we ship it out. And I think once we ship it for international shipping, there's so little we can control. So I would say the right expectation is probably within a month. But if it's
that's not bad, really.
Yeah, I mean, typically for
now these come out of China.
Yes.
Okay.
So we do prototyping in the States, but then for production, we're doing it in China.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Now, are you perceiving or feeling any pain from these crazy tariffs and all that nutty stuff? I didn't think you would because you're not really transmitting anything, although I don't know.
Well, I think generally tariffs, business don't love them, but we have to deal with them. Yes, I got to say they're not great, but we learn to deal with it.
Yeah, I got mixed feelings. It's political. I don't want to go there, but in some ways, to be honest with you, as an American, I want my country to be safe as you want your country to be safe. But a lot of good stuff comes out of China.
Yeah,
I mean, a lot of good stuff.
I mean, if you look at these shows, like I'd say, majority of the cars, the robots, the AR glasses, they're made in China. So China is very, very, very good at making good things.
And I go back to the DJI. You familiar with them?
Yeah.
I mean, I got to tell you, I have many of their products, from drones to cameras, and I got to tell you, pound for pound, they're one of the best, if not the best. Yeah. And now that they started the tariffs and they're blocking the drones, I'm not real happy about it because it's a good product, and I think a lot of it's politics.
I'm with you on this completely because the thing is, as consumers, we just love good things. Right? I think now for political reasons, there are a lot of good things that we just don't, we just simply can't get access to.
And I'm not happy about that.
Yeah, like even in China, you see like really, really good, really good tech product. Drones, cars.
You're the best at it. End of story. I mean, again, my opinion.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. And I think we took for granted, I think we've been so spoiled in the past 10, 15 years. It's like in this high growth development, technology development, and so many good things coming out, and people just think, it's going to go on like that. And I think unfortunately, at least I can't see things getting
control.
less political. So I think as normal people, we deal with what we can. Thank you so much for your time, Don.
My pleasure. I enjoyed it, and I wish you so much luck. Where is your booth at?
We're in Eureka Park, 60866, right next to Startup Stage.
Great. I'll try to get down there maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, you should come try our shoes.
All right.
We'd love to get you a custom fitted
pair.
All
right.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. Good luck.
Thank you. All right,
you're going to do well with that product. There's a big need for it.
I hope so.
The Tech Podcast Network's CES 2026 coverage is executive produced by Adam Barker. Technical director is Ravin Ford. Associate producers are Nancy Ertz, Brandy Jackson, and Beth Price. Our hosts are Marlo Anderson, Don Bain, Scott Ertz, and Serge Velasquez. Graphic design by Vicky Gonzalez. Executive producer emeritus Todd Cochran. Award production is provided by Amrock Fab Lab. Studio equipment is provided by PLUGHITZ Productions. This has been a Tech Podcast Network production, copyright 2026.